meal stretch, whatever this is.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing stretches?
Yeah.
Stretch break?
Otherwise, anything else people want to do before the end of the week? Before the feast?
I have a couple things left, but
Yes.
I've already taken a turn, so I want everyone else to have a
Yes.
turn first.
Anything else? Do you want to do anything?
No, not yet at least.
Okay.
I want to wait until we leave.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You could do it before. Because how likely is she to come to a feast outside of her safe space?
I mean, yeah, but, you know.
It's up to you.
Okay, fine. I'm going to go visit my mother. But first, I want to check the job boards.
Yeah.
For potential quests.
Yeah. Easy enough. You know where the job boards are. There's really nothing at the moment. There are a few different notices for celebrations that are planned. Especially, there's one during the feast that you guys are taking. It's for the town to celebrate your actions. Kind of a, we know we can't all be at the regular feast, but we'll do this celebration otherwise kind of a thing.
Oh.
So like the town is not totally left out, which gives you a little bit more comfort. But they can't all be there logistically, so they're going to have specific people there to let you rub shoulders with them. But everybody else will still have some fun. Snow is kind of starting to settle on the ground at this point. It's chilly, but you are able to kind of see there's not much. There's job postings for basic labor. Like, I need someone to scrub tables. I need someone to move boxes. And you're like, that's not the work that I typically do.
Okay.
So, there's not much, but you take comfort in that there's some notice of celebrations that are going to be happening. And you feel like, yeah, good. They didn't forget everybody.
Yeah.
No one's left out.
That is nice. Yeah. Before I leave completely though, I don't know what everyone else is doing, but I peek my head in to where everyone else is, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be right back, guys.
You poke into the tavern through the back side door for like the kitchen. Laying on the counter, you can see X is currently shoveling food into her mouth while she's reading. Lemba and Lothric, I assume you two at this point, unless you're still working on the cipher, are probably just kind of talking and hanging out.
Yeah, that's about right.
Serenity is kind of hanging out and kind of doing whatever you would really want to do at this point.
Drawing my book.
Yeah, I was like, I thought you were like either sketching or drawing or reading or something like that. And Sudih is kind of around loosely, but kind of lost in thought. But they're all kind of around. So you kind of lean in, you're like, hey, I'll be back later.
I'm gonna go
You're
see
like,
my mom.
Check it later, man.
You're gonna go see your mom?
Yep.
Are you inviting other people to come, or are you saying that out loud?
I mean, only if they want to come with, but...
It must be nice to have a mom.
She hears it.
With your passive perception, you hear it.
Oh my gosh.
In between bites, she's like, I wish I had a mom.
Oh,
Too soon, I'm sorry.
damn!
Oh.
So, you're gonna go and see your mom?
I am.
Nobody else wants to go?
I feel like I wouldn't interject and be like, I'm gonna come meet your mom.
Yeah, unless invited, I'm not interrupting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like barge in on the mom.
That's fine.
I am smarter now?
I don't know
I'm
that.
so fully aware.
You're not done reading yet, but you're almost there.
You said a complete
read it.
No, you're reading it, but this is still like throughout
Yes.
the week. People are
Am I
still
gonna-
doing stuff, and so this is
Oh,
on one of the days that you're
Probably
reading.
like
Oh,
this is
okay.
probably like day 5 out of.
Well, this
6.
is
This
day.
is
If
like
this is day 5, I'm done reading.
Day like 3 or 4 is what I was picturing for you. Would you have waited longer to check the job board and see your mom?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you're not reading
I
anymore.
said I'm smarter and therefore socially aware.
Oh my god.
I have, by reading the book, I have
That's-
increased my intelligence by 2, which means I'm now a +1.
Oh.
Just socially aware.
That's more wisdom. Intelligence is...
No, it said intelligence.
Yeah, and wisdom is your insight, which would make you socially aware.
Shut up! No one asked you. So- Get out of this DM.
I turn over to
Stay out of this,
Lemba and I say,
doorkeeper.
do you want to come
Power
with?
here.
You look like you were maybe interested.
Do you want me to come with? Like,
Sure.
this is your business, girl.
I was just gonna say goodbye. Since we're probably leaving soon after this week,
You,
right?
by the way, have not established
Come
that
with
you're
us?
going with them.
Hey, you've not told us you're coming with us.
Yeah, this is news to us.
Oh, well,
Bruh.
only if you'll have me, I guess.
Yeah, we figured you'd stay because this is your home. But if you're wanting to go, I mean, we get into some shit out there. If you're cool with that.
incredibly restless right now.
I mean,
Should always use
after this
another
past
person.
weekend, I could tell, but I think this is what I was born to do, so.
Do you like to set fires?
I mean, I think I'm pretty good at making fires.
Yep, she passed the quality control test. She's fine.
What does that mean, X?
We always seem to set fire to things.
I mean, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah, we.
pyromaniacs, I see.
I saw Sudie smirk. He smirked at that comment.
Maybe a little.
Well, anyone who wants to come.
Sure, if you want some support, I'm gonna go get.
You would know that
Fight
if
it.
you're leaving, your mom doesn't want you to leave alone.
That's true. I guess the more people she knows that I'm with, probably the better.
I will go with for moral support.
Okay.
Because we home
I will
hard.
stay and have another.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I left my home on bad terms, but it was
Wine.
so
Are you like on the ground going, I would like more wine?
Yes, I am. I'm
drunk for 3 days.
Arthas is like, normally I'd cut you off, but like, they're paying.
So,
So yeah.
Dang, so
He's like, you're almost out of bottles though. We gotta order more, so keep that in
no.
mind.
As I walk over
He's
to
been just freely handing you bottles, by the way, so...
Hooray!
as I walk over to Celeste to go with her, I like pat X on the shoulder and say, he's your problem now.
it's your problem.
he's
though.
chewing on meat. He goes, who?
Lothric.
Don't know anyone named
leaving.
Lothric.
Fine. Then I look over at Serenity. I'm like, Serenity, I'm leaving. Make sure he doesn't die. I'll go
My willpower is great, and everything that I can do is. What was I saying again?
Oh, jeez.
that you're a dick and you're sorry for how awful you are.
Can I eat?
Yeah, that! I'm sorry for being a shit face, but I'm shit face.
Okay, I think that's.
So you all kind of leave out the side door. I'm not going to make you make a stealth check because you guys have already done a few, and you've very clearly been capable of avoiding the crowd. So, the two of you, kind of, Lemba, you watch as Celeste kind of using the shadows to her advantage and taking that moment. You kind of crunch through the softly, like, thin layer of snow. The crowd in front of the tavern is kind of slowly dwindled as the winter picks up more and more.
Thank God.
Well, yeah, I
Um,
hope a whole crowd doesn't just camp out there
But
for
there's
4
still
days.
like 4 or 5 people that are like, woo! Yeah! and
Are they high?
they're like
They're from,
super
I
cold
think they're at
and
Burning Man. It's fine.
really trying
They're at Burning
really
Man.
hard to be like, no man, we're gonna stay. This is fucking cold. And like totally trying
Oh my
really
God.
hard to be like, we'll catch them when they come out. They haven't come out all week. We'll catch them when they do.
They haven't come out all week.
So there's like 4 or 5 rather than the like 40 to 50 at this point. There's like the diehard fans now. That's all that's left.
Sweet. Diehard fans.
And the rest of you guys are kind of in there, just kind of listening, and every now and then you hear them having a conversation. Not you, X. Sorry, your passive perception is too low.
X is enjoying her
but the rest
leg of whatever
you,
the fuck she's eating.
Yeah, the rest of you are able to kind of hear them, and depending on if you sit closer to the window or not, they get more and more excited. But they, over the course of this week, have been talking about, oh God, I really wish that I could do that kind of thing. I really wish that I could do blank like blank and do those kinds of things. I wonder if they'll teach me how to, and then they just kind of just go. And there's just a whole discussions along those lines. Yeah, those kinds of things. The two of you, though, in making your way back, you head down a very familiar route on your way to kind of the graveyard. Through almost where you went into the catacombs. But before you go into that kind of lower level, you pass through. Yeah, that's Saki groans. She's
honestly, it could have been Rafi. I 100% was not sure.
But you guys you're going and you think that you're headed towards the catacombs again because that's where you've always gone. And you're headed through this kind of farmland area with a few sparse houses, and then right before you would turn to go down into the catacombs, you pass this kind of stand of houses, and Celeste kind of turns down that road and walks into them. It's like 4 or 5 houses put together, almost in like a cul-de-sac, almost. And she kind of turns and heads into one of them, and it's got this large metal gate covered in now dead ivy, and the garden that's just on the interior is slowly dying and being covered in frost and snow. It's winter, so they're slowly kind of moving into their dormant stage for whatever plants are grown here. But you can see that the gate of this has been fashioned to have a number of torches that can be put into it. And it's a very nice house, fairly dark on the outside, and then on the inside, as Celeste kind of reaches the door and knocks and goes in as she knocks, because it's like, this is my house, and like, I'm gonna knock to be polite as I open the door. It's nice. Very well lit on the inside. Like, there's probably like 20 to 30 candles just in this open concept type home, with maybe 1 or 2 rooms. But there's like 20 or 30 candles just all over the place, burning at any given time, and probably another like 20 that are burnt out.
Cool. And
still cooling. So very clearly there's a ton of candles at all times. You kind of get there.
That's Mom.
Yeah.
I open the door as I'm knocking. I'm like, Mom, home!
Oh, hi, honey. Well, I'm glad you're back. It's been a little bit. Where have you been? And you kind of see this woman does not look like Celeste.
Oh.
A human woman. Kind of chestnut brown hair that's turned gray in a few different kind of patches. And kind of a nice, kind smile, but very world-weary and worn. And she's kind of curled in on herself, and she's wearing warm, sweatery clothes, almost like a very demure librarian. But she's very smiley, happy, and it's just like, oh, honey, hi. And then she sees you, and she kind of curls in a little bit more. She's like, who's your friend?
Yeah, this is Lemba. I met her out on the road.
Hello, Lemba.
Along with a bunch of other adventurers. And
oh, how many more? And she's kind of looking over your shoulder to see.
It's just us, though, because...
Just you?
No one else wanted to come.
Nice to meet you, Lemba. I'm Lucy. Yeah, he's normally really quiet, but...
I pet the dog. Animals like me.
Yeah.
It's to roll animal handling?
Yeah. Do it with advantage. This is a very well-trained dog.
Abby, did you hear it? Did you hear Saki?
Oh my god.
Did
What'd you get?
I rolled a nat 1 on animal handling.
Did you with advantage?
I'm doing another one. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay.
This dog fucking loves
It's easy enough. It's kind of by the side by the door, but there's this kind of golden lab, this light colored dog. That she's kind of just laying there sleeping, and you come in, the tail wags, and it's like, hey, and then you kind of pet, and seeing that, Lucy's like, okay, she relaxes a little bit. Well, are you back for a while? How long ago did you meet Lemba?
It's been like a week now.
5, 6 days.
Okay, a little bit less than a week.
Oh, well, and you're already bringing her home. That's wonderful.
Oh shit, are you gay? Are you gay?
No. She's just a friend, Mom.
Lies.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I with the Donnie, I wasn't sure. I just figured I would check.
Mom, it's fine. It's just, I need to go and.
Are you here for a while? Should I make some food? Do you want some tea? Do you want some coffee? I have things.
I'm coming to say goodbye.
Why? Why are you saying goodbye?
I am gonna go adventure with them for a little bit.
Are you sure? How many are you going with? You can see she's very nervous.
There are
how many? 6?
Well, there are Celeste. 4 others.
4, 5.
4 more?
5 others.
5?
4. No, that would be 4.
1,
not including
2,
me.
3, 4.
There's
There is
4 others that are not in this room that she's talking to.
So there's 4 more, so that's 6 of you in total. I do think you should see the world. I just want you to be safe.
We will know.
Are you sure?
I'll check in.
Are you normally safe?
Oh yeah! And I lay out our credibility. We've got this sweet rogue who's very strong. We've got this elven lantern man with electrical magic. We have a very sweet elven woman. She's super kind.
While you're
supportive.
talking, I'm gonna go and
we've got
sneak
this
into my
cleric
room.
who's really great at I'm totally bullshitting.
It's either persuasion or deception.
We've got this
you can
cleric
choose.
who's super worldly. That's not false.
It's not. It's just.
She takes care of us, and we get her
She takes care of us. She slits our throats in our dreams.
Hey, she only slit 2 of their throats. So if we come across any wild animals, we can handle that. We just travel and have a good time.
You can do what? You can turn into Augustus here.
Handle an animal.
You can turn into Augustus, and the dog just kind of goes.
I fucking do it.
You do it, and the dog Augustus is like.
Lady dog.
It's I've never seen a person turn into a dog before, and she's like, "Oh, that's a really neat trick. Should I give her treats? I don't know how this works."
Wow. Shit.
I could have some chicken, I guess.
I'm in
Do you want treats? I don't know.
While you are talking, I'm putting
my
some things together.
Actions, do I get advantage on this roll?
On what roll?
My persuasion roll.
I will give you advantage on the roll because at this point I'm sure Celeste is probably also trying to make her mother feel better.
Oh, because I rolled a 2. That's a 12.
A 12? Ooh. All I want is for you guys to be safe, and I'm happy she can turn into a dog, but I don't know that a dog's enough.
Ma, it's fine.
There's a lot of dangers on the road.
Dangerous? I could do that too.
I don't know, I just want you to be safe.
We'll be okay, Mom. I emerge from my room with a bag of my things that I need to grab.
You're like, hold on, and you go get it, and you come back. Make a perception check, by the way, Lemba.
I I am good at those.
Like I grab some like robe.
14.
14?
I am if I
You swear that in the flickering candlelight, some of Celeste's tattoos move on their own. But she comes back with this bag, and she's like, "It's all right, Mom. Don't worry." It's like, "Well, do you need some food? And she kind of is rushing through this kind of kitchenette type area. It's a very open floor plan place. So like, other than maybe your room and her room, and like the latrine type area that she would have, the bathroom, it's open. Otherwise, and so she's like pulling together as much food and supplies as she can give you. She's like, take this, and she hands you a kitchen knife, and she I just need you to be safe. I don't want anything to happen to you.
I'll be okay. I'll write to you, okay? I'll write. You can write back.
How are you gonna write?
We'll find a way. I have connections.
It could be days until the letter gets. I don't know if you'll be hurt in the meantime. You need to write every day.
Okay, I'll write every day.
And you need to take care of her.
We do our best to take care of
You
each
need
other.
to.
Yes, ma'am.
No offense, but just having her go with otherwise strangers, I don't know what to do. I want you safe. I want you to see the world. I do. I did that once, and it was a lot. I don't know if I could do that ever again.
Why was it a war?
It's the long story.
Will you ever tell me?
Not if I can help it. You don't need to know those kinds of things. I would hope you never do. Well, if you're gonna be going on your way, and she kind of pulls out this letter. It has this kind of gold leaf stamp on it from the academy you recognize. I don't know if I can do this. It's a lot. I don't know if I can leave.
You don't have to come, but I figured you want to be...
Do you need me to come?
Celebrating us.
Make a persuasion check. It's more like make a guilt trip check.
She's gonna travel there.
Yeah, that's true. You can meet the rest of us. And
I'll give you advantage from Lemba.
Persuasion. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Do you want to roll again for advantage?
$22.
22. Lemba, you can see pretty easily with your passive kind of insight. She's wringing her hands, and she's nervous, but she's really trying. She's like, I guess, I'll be there.
You can meet the rest of the gang.
I guess I want to know about. I do want to meet these people, these cunning, devilish rogues, and a worldly cleric, and a magical Fayman. I guess.
Say out loud, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have told her all this thing. She's going to meet Sudih and be like, bitch, lied to me.
I guess I'll come if that's what you want.
If you don't...
I will come. I will be there.
You sure, Mom?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I give her a hug.
And she hugs you back and holds you really tight.
We sit there for a few seconds.
Yeah.
It's kind of
she kind of doesn't let you go at first. In Lemba, just as a highlight, this is a woman with kind of dark brown hair, right? And then gray streaks with extremely pale skin.
Oh my gosh.
And her daughter has this kind of pale, almost porcelain skin with very dark tattoos that every now and then you swear move on their own. And extremely pitch dark hair and dark eyes. She does not look like her. You do not know what the deal is, but something weird fucking is going on. But it's so sweet.
She's adopted. You don't know.
And so that would be your assumption. Is something similar to you. Is your assumption would be along the lines of, I guess it's kind of like being taken in by elves. So it's kind of a nice thing to see. That there's some good kinship there compared to what you had experienced before. You had some of this relationship, but it ended too soon. So
I try to pull away from.
She doesn't let you go. Make a strength save. Kidding. Eventually,
the hug was so strong.
Eventually, she lets you go.
She's getting grappled.
And she kind of sighs, and you can see she kind of has a single tear that she quickly brushes away. I'm so proud of you. But you do have to write every day.
Okay.
Okay? Alright?
I will.
I'm gonna light some more candles. Some of them went out. I'll see you out though. She kind of slowly walks you back out of the house and into the kind of the chilled air of what's now later in the evening. And kind of nods. You can see she kind of jumps every now and then at shadows as the torches on the wall flicker and cast these shadows throughout the garden. Make a insight check.
Can I also make an insight check on my own mother, please?
Sure, we'll do it with advantage. 16?
Jesus Christ. Okay, so 15. It is an 18.
An 18? She very noticeably does not go outside of her garden. She stops at the edge of the gate. Her toe tips of her shoes do not pass that threshold. And as she watches the shadows, it's almost like she's expecting something to leap at her from them. And she is nervous. And she is afraid. But she's trying so damn hard for Celeste.
I grab her hands and I pat her hands and I'm like, Mom, it'll be okay.
I know it will be.
Besides, this is not the last time you'll see me. You'll see me at the dinner.
That's true. I'll see you later then. I'm how many days away now? A couple days? Maybe? 1 or 2 days?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll make do for now. No stranger to you being gone for a while. Be safe.
Oh, you're looking at this potato head, thank you.
I'll see you.
I was gonna play it.
I'll see you at the dinner.
We'll see you.
It was very wonderful to meet you, though.
You too.
Okay. Be safe on the walk home. Don't take any dark alleys. Stay on the street under the lights.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay. Alright. I will see you in a couple days. Alright, bye. Just kind of waits there while you walk off. And she kind of puts her hand on the dark iron gate, and you can see her, she sighs and then turns and goes back inside, and then you just see a few more lights go past the window as she continues to light all of the unlit candles. Alright. So, anything else on your walk back if you wanted to discuss or anything else?
Walking back.
I'm gonna check in with my new friend. Just gonna pat her on the shoulder. Are you okay leaving home?
I think I will be. It'll be hard for my mom, but it'll be hard for me.
I can't imagine. I left home a long time ago, but I didn't really have any family left. At least not any family that cared enough to want me to stay. So I thought. And that was still hard. I can't imagine leaving somebody like that behind.
I know I'll see her again. It is hard though. She's the only person that I've ever known in my entire life besides the I can never remember their names for some reason.
besides the
shade speakers? Yes. Besides the shade speakers. Yeah, I mean, really, the shade speakers and my mom are really the only people that really cared about, I guess, us, me. So.
I hope you don't mind if I ask this. It might sound a little insensitive.
That's okay.
But
I'm an open book.
Tell me about your mom and how she became your family.
Well, I don't know much because she refuses to tell me anything. I'm not sure why.
Understand that. I was also not told a lot of things.
But from what
the creature kind of is walking in step with you. Just meows. This happy ass little cat.
But what she has told me is she I know there's
happy
more
little
to the
cats
story.
are the best little cats.
I know there's more to the story, but she says that she had me at the shade speakers, but that's all she, like, I don't even know my own dad. She won't tell me anything about him. I don't know why. I don't know what she's keeping from me, but I'm hoping with this journey I can find out. But that's really all I know.
I feel that.
Kind of talk and make the rest of your way along the way back to the tavern, and you make your way in. You meet the rest of the group, kind of whoever's left in that main chamber, eating, drinking, doing whatever else. But now the sun has set. It's later in the evening. You can have whatever conversations you would like, but unless anybody else has anything to do for the rest of it, we'll skip to the feast.
Feast time?
Is there anyone in the town that can make that scale I have small?
Yeah.
Like, into like a necklace thing?
There's
that we haven't been kicked out of?
There's the jeweler and there's the tanner, should you want. The tanner deals with skins.
Okay, but like the scale I have.
Yeah. The scale is usually a part of a skin that you could do.
Okay.
So he would have some expertise, maybe not the best expertise, but some.
Would he be able to do, like, anything that it technically comes from a dragon like that?
You could try. It would be worth a shot. It would be a roll for him.
I would like to very quickly, while they did their thing, I kind of snuck out real quick and tried to get my real quick so that we can move to the feast.
Yeah. So you ran over kind of to the tanner. It took a little bit because you don't know where he is immediately. But you run over to, and I'll double check the name. It's called the Final Form, Tanner and Leatherworker. There you're able to meet with this kind of human woman. She's extremely cheerful and kind. Kind of takes the scale from you and is like, well, I mean, what exactly are you hoping to do?
Can you somehow take a small portion of the scale and put it onto like a little chain almost?
You want me to like punch a hole through it and just make it a necklace?
Well,
you want me to
like
punch a hole and take that piece and make it
like
into
a
something?
small chunk. If you can somehow shrink the scale, cool. Or if you can take a small chunk, that's even cool too.
I could give it a shot. And she kind of sets it down on the table and takes a hammer that she has kind of handy, a wooden mallet, just goes and at first it doesn't break. And she's like, well, hold on, and hits it again and again, and a little crack forms. And she's like, I guess it might take some time, but I should be able to get it done.
Okay.
What exactly are you looking for me to make?
Just a tiny necklace that has a small, like...
chunk of the thing?
Small chunk of the scale on it.
Yeah, that I can do. I'll do that. Otherwise, come back in about a day or so. I'll see what I can do.
Cool.
Yeah, so you leave the scale with her.
I would like the remainder of whatever scale is left over.
Absolutely, we'll save it. in all, it doesn't take her too long. She's able to do it. She makes you this kind of circle piece that has the scale in it with silver.
Okay.
That she's kind of explains that she would have purchased the setting from the jewelry store, and then put the scale into it. Don't jostle it around too much because it could come out of the setting, but it's good here, and there's a hefty chunk out of the scale that she seems to have broken off like a triangle and then smoothed it into a circle.
Yeah.
And so it's this circular amulet around your neck. She says, all in all, I'd put it at like 50 gold.
Done.
Alright. So you're able to do that, and then otherwise, unless there's anything else that people want to do, any other conversations or anything else you want to do? Anything else you want to do for the feast?
No, I can do mine along the road, the last thing I want to do.
Okay, so you want to skip on to the feast?
Yeah.
Okay. It is that following Saturday, so you've had a week of downtime. All of you were able to attune and pick up your items.
All the swords and stuff.
All of your swords, you have them all.
Basic armor.
Yep, there is. Everyone is set up in their swanky stuff. Yep.
Picking up the swords, am I able to offer some selling weapons in place of the price?
Yeah.
Real quick?
Yeah, you can.
I have a small short sword, just a regular short sword, and a set of leather armor I'd be willing to trade in. To lower the price of the swords.
The basic short sword, because you were having her do one.
I had two.
So you had another one.
I had a second.
She said, I'll take another 10 gold off the price, so you can just add 10 gold back if you want.
Okay.
For the short sword.
And then I have a set of leather armor that I
just
regular.
His back and it's horrible.
It's then
cannot breathe out my
I'll
nose
give you
anymore.
another 10 for the leather.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, alright.
So 20 off the price.
20 off the price. So you can just add it to half.
I'll just subtract 1380 instead.
Yep.
Okay.
So, one of the things that you all notice as you do get to the rest of this feast is as people are slowly arriving, they are dressed extremely nicely. Way nicer than any of you.
What? Whoa! Hold on.
Fuck!
Hold on. Shouldn't we go shopping for
Wouldn't
like
it have been
special
obvious
clothes?
we would have dressed up? We already have nice outfits, as proven.
Should you want, you can go put them on.
Well,
I gotta find
feel
an
like
outfit.
if we knew we were going to this fancy feast with all the hoity-toity, we
Yeah.
would put on our nice clothes.
You could also go and have some commissioned over the course of the week, but we wanted to.
Well, cause we were thinking with our big brains. Come on.
You think we have big brains?
I feel like before we all went on like a joint shopping trip where we tried on outfits.
Somewhere
like
in the joint
Cornwall
shopping trip. So let me put it this way. Somewhere in the joint shopping trip, you all would have been able to go and get nice clothes. Let's just go around. Tell me exactly what you would have gotten. Whatever design you would have gotten.
I'm about to look it.
I will tell you, if you want to put a picture in the Discord, that's fine. But I will tell you what the cost would be for it. Just subtract that. You've got your nice clothes for the evening.
Okay.
Oh boy. I don't know what to
Was it a flame tongue sword?
Yep, flame tongue.
And what was the cold one?
It should be frostbrand.
Frostbrand.
I think it's frostbrand. I'd have to look. But it does cold damage.
I'm just adding it to my shit before I forget.
Yeah.
Frost.
So, but yeah, this is where you guys can totally character customize for whatever fancy schmancy outfits you want. Just tell me what you want, I'll tell you the kind of gold cost, and they can make it over the course of the week. There's no big issue for timing. Unless you get way out of hand for I need 20 million different customizable things. I want a Gundam suit is going to take you way more than a week.
What if I want a Gundam suit?
If you want, they can have maybe the legs ready.
Cool.
Holy fuck.
What do you
Alright,
say?
Lemba.
Okay,
Put it in the chat. Put it in the Discord.
I typed in a general description and this popped up and I'm thinking, yes? Beloved double check.
I need to see this one.
I'll put them in the main Ravion campaign chat, and I'll click on them on the screen for Abby.
I think of one that I would actually wear.
You know what a rogue would wear to a fancy ball?
What would X wear that you
X
feel like is
go
fancy?
nude, it's fine.
Yeah, but in her trying to be fancy?
She would wear pants.
Okay, so then just that, right?
X would wear pants. Because she's mostly nude. Other than the few leather straps she has on her chest.
What century are we on here?
It's a great
Doesn't fucking matter. Whatever
question.
Is this a fantasy?
Pick your fantasy fashions.
I'm picking my fantasy fashions.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll go and dress as a
This is
frog.
what I developed the Pinterest board
This is a frog onesie.
What?
You can request whatever you want from these people, and they will do their damnedest to make it. So if you ask for a literal frog onesie,
No.
they will do their damnedest. It is also winter.
How about
At this
shitty?
A what? I missed it.
I need a
That'd be
medieval.
inappropriate.
Oh.
Full send, Sarah.
I said striptee, but I don't know what a striptee is.
A strip tee?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What the fuck's a strip tee?
I just had the word somewhere. And
I'm
like,
gonna
what-
Google
what was
it.
that?
Hold on.
I'm afraid.
No, I know what a strip tee is. A strip tee is a piece of molding. Just putting that out there.
Ah. Okay.
I
know that.
immediately just picture a tearaway shirt. Like a t-shirt, but you rip it the fuck off.
Just mess I'm a man.
It's not a strip tease, it's just a... it's just, then there's it.
Dope. My dude. Dope.
I'm fucking going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Fucking send it.
I
girl.
fucking got this shit.
Fucking
Alright.
send it. I'm struggling to find.
I am fucking struggling too.
I'm finding a lot of good things.
Mm-hmm.
See, the problem is X is female.
I just
Yeah.
Googled
But everything I want.
fantasy dress
So here's the thing is,
color I
what
know
would
my
X
character
want?
wears.
Because
And I
X can
found
wear
one, and I was like,
male stuff.
Do Dragonborns have titties? That's my question.
Oh,
X can
Probably.
have whatever the fuck.
I think we had this argument.
According...
I also think we've had this discussion before.
According to established lore, apparently they breastfeed their children.
Yeah, but are they always
But-
on display? Is
What
my
I would-
question.
Did you just ask me if Dragonborn have retractable titties?
Retract.
like
Yes!
No.
Jesus.
Here's my question. They are going as the Dragonborn in the room. Do you want to have them where like they are relatively presenting and you can use them for
Okay, hold on.
presenting your figure or anything
No,
like
I
that?
want to dress more masculine. I don't want to pick a shirt that's got my
can
titties
also
on display.
Pick
Why
a
don't you-
pantsuit.
Why don't you like yours and like bind them?
I'm
and
already.
make them
I'm
look
doing
flat?
pants.
Yeah.
Because I want to wear a
Stop.
shirt that's like, you're going to see the
That's
binding.
fine.
Do you
You
even
can
wear
wear
the
the
shirt?
fuck you.
Would X give a shit?
No, X would not. X would try
Yeah.
to seduce anyone in the room. It's
That's
fine.
the question. Alright, so
I'm open-
whose dress is the green dress here?
Fucking struggling.
That is
Where's
you?
everyone posting their dresses? I don't see
The
them.
main
In
Ravion
the
channel.
Discord.
He's made.
So,
I just see the me and my
That
boys
one?
really come back to
that
the
will
bed.
cost you probably 20 gold.
Dude, that
fuck
looks
yeah.
fucking
Damn.
sick.
20 gold
I
and
was
they
like,
can
well,
make
she
that.
wears green. Give me a fancy green dress. And I saw it. Was like, yep, that one. Right
Yep.
there.
So 20 gold, it'll take a couple days, but it's done in time for the feast.
Okay, I'm just going to take a picture because my Discord doesn't roll out on my computer.
Oh.
Well, that's very good of
So
your
I'm
Discord.
going to do it on my phone.
And you can add one fancy cocktail dress or fancy green
This
dress.
is not a cocktail.
I don't know.
That's a ball gown.
Then put that in as
This is like
other
Black
thing in your
Tie
backpack.
formal event.
Yeah, we just put it in for your inventory stuff.
I'm just gonna put fancy ass dress.
Yeah.
Shit, I dropped my phone.
Because then you know if you have a formal event in the future, unless you want to go to a tailor again and get
I
another
don't know.
one,
I'm just
then you have
posting
one on
this
sale.
because it looks fancy.
Okay.
And it's white.
Oh, Saki.
Right. So this one you?
Yep.
Saki
All right.
farted.
So you kind of pick this white and gold silky dress and
Woman.
end up getting it kind of made there. All right. That one would cost you probably 15 gold,
Alright.
I'd say.
Fuck, can't spell.
Fancy dress.
Fancy.
Yep.
Ooh, snazzy,
Oh,
Sarah.
damn. Oh, is that Serenity?
Yeah.
Hot
It's got the
damn.
nice flowy arms that
Yeah.
I think would look nice with her blue hair. Very striking.
Very nice.
Yeah, I always thought of Serenity just wearing white. So
White
This
and
kinda goes
white and
well.
light blue silk, I
Yeah.
think, is what you had originally thought for stuff, for like character art.
yep.
But either way, the white and gold complements very nicely. So,
So is that 15?
yep, 15 gold.
Okay.
And keep track of all of your costs over the course of this week. Deduct your
Yeah.
gold as you go.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to keep
Damn it.
track of my
Tell me
deductibles.
Yeah.
Do you require help?
No, I have an idea. I just
Okay.
can't figure out a picture. I have an idea in my brain. I just can't seem to put it down.
Alright.
To bind it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just do this.
Alright.
Wow.
So right there, something like that. I think for Lothric, huh? I can't quite see the username, so I think that's Lothric.
Yes.
Because that would
My
make sense.
flash is still
Snazzy.
on. I bet.
But that's very nice. Kind of a gold boot. Oh, let's see.
There's the second picture with my.
And this one too.
Is the texturing fabric for
texturing.
that, but the style.
This fabric in this suit.
Yes.
Cool.
This fabric and that one.
Oh, snazzy.
Nice.
That one is going to be more expensive than Lemba's.
Mine?
No.
No.
Mine. That one's probably 25 gold.
Mine?
No,
No.
that's
But
Ah.
yours is fairly standard. People will tend to try to make that kind of thing otherwise. So that's 15.
Mine is 25.
Who's
Yes.
Use
Yours
names.
is 15.
Use names.
Yours is 15. Lothric's is 25.
Okay, I can get behind that. That's fine.
Yes.
I need
That's
names.
That's okay.
I'm stupid.
And this is Celeste's.
Yep.
All right. Celeste, yours is not that complicated. It's
Pantsuit
probably
with a turtleneck. Let's go.
Oh, snazzy.
Probably 10 gold.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that much.
Okay.
Where's
now,
Sudh's?
Sudhi.
Sudie!
So do
You got fancy
we got her
clothes?
fancy
Oh!
clothes already, but she
Oh,
wants Miss
God.
Delia.
Oh, shit.
shit.
Okay.
Holy fuck!
I'm digging it, girl.
So-
I'm fucking digging it.
Snazzy.
God damn! Let's go.
Stunting on y'all.
I was like, where did that come
Someone's
from?
fucking flexing. Damn.
You kind of describe it for them as what you want exactly, and they're like, I don't know if I can handle this heavy of a cultural influence, but I'll give it my best. Oh my god, and they're very nervous. I was gonna make you roll an intimidation check, but this outfit does it for you. So they're doing their damnedest, and they're able to do it, but it'll cost you probably 25 gold.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wow, Sudhi and I break in the budget.
Yeah. Just because yours is fairly detailed, and hers is like, holy shit, I want to get this right because I don't want to offend her, kind of a thing. If I get something wrong, it'll be a problem. And with your general air of, I want to speak to your manager, to some extent, they want to do it right. So they're like, oh god. But all of your outfits are available for the feast. You're able to
Yes.
dress up.
Let's go.
So.
And how are my Gundam legs coming along?
They're still in progress.
I see.
So
Yeah, this is cool.
you're all able to kind of enjoy the feast. It's held in the tavern that you guys are staying in, because they were going to offer another space, but according to your stipulations, there was no need to hold it anywhere else, so they decided to hold it in the tavern you're staying.
Fair enough.
A number of people from the academy kind of slowly filtered their way in, some of the teachers, some of the staff that you've recognized, notably not the Planeswalker yet. But Dodani and Jade come to the door, And Didani enters in, and the guard stops Jade and turns her away. So she gets sent off.
No! Wait!
Can we intervene and be like, no.
We would like to intervene.
None of you thought of Jade!
Our dumbasses are stupid!
No, I'm like, excuse me, that is her friend. How dare you? I just like grab her and I pull her.
But she wasn't.
Tough shit, she's on the list!
So listen now.
Okay! And so this guy just kind of scribbles this person in, and it's like, person in purple dress. And he's trying.
Oh my god.
It's this guard with a spear with a notebook, and he's trying his best. Eventually, Misty Flux and the rest of these kind of Flux crew that run the casino eventually kind of slowly filter their way in. Misty Flux is dressed in this kind of flowing silk, clear silk, almost like a Disney Cinderella sparkly clear veil over a light blue and white kind of silky thing reminiscent of what Serenity is already wearing. Kind of flows in an unseen wind along with her hair that you don't know why, but it just kind of happens. There is a blue-skinned man that has kind of beads of what looks like sweat on his brow, just all the time. And he kind of has seashells woven into his hair and this kind of very tight and taut, almost like a sailor's uniform, with a tricorn hat that he has available in a very large plume feather. There is a red-skinned woman, very short and very angry, that is wearing a nice kind of gold and yellow colored dress that has kind of a slit up to her knee, and she is probably 4 feet tall.
Holy
and she has this kind of flaming hair that it's long. It hangs around her shoulders, and the very ends of it kind of flip up in a curl that you swear you see spark every now and then with flame.
Cool.
And then you see this hulking figure of a man, gray-skinned, tight braids over the top of the head and then back and down. And he just kind of has this almost what you would picture for like a suit with the arms torn off. And he just kind of walks in, and he very clearly has what would be a nice version of t-shirt and shorts on. Right? Like, it's almost a t-shirt suit.
Respectable.
Right? And then the rest of the group kind of slowly filters in. Vivian, the Blade Maiden, comes in wearing a gold and red kind of a dress, but noticeably still has her blade at her side. And kind of nods to Sudie and smiles as she comes in. Then this half-elven woman that you recognize comes in. She has this silver hair, and she's dressed in all black lace, obscuring her face. You can see the silver hair underneath. She looks almost like she's going to a funeral. You recognize her.
Veil?
Yep. And this is Marviel. You know her. She's the head of the Shade Speakers.
Okay.
She's the Raven Queen's head representative for Moonshade. So she kind of... They have a hard time getting away from the death veil kind of a thing.
How do you spell it?
It's a thing.
Yeah. Marviel. M-A-R-V-I-E-L.
Whoa. M-A-R-V-I-E-L.
Yep. And then her last name is Mana. M-A-N-N-A. So you know her. There is a elven man with this long platinum blonde hair in blue and silver robes that comes in, bearing the insignia of a silver dragon on his chest. He also carries a blade at his side. And And then there is a very tan-skinned woman with long black hair and really bright blue eyes with very like smile lines down the side. She wears kind of this dark brown, nice version of a traveling uniform. Kind of almost if you were going to hit the road, she's dressed up kind of like that. She is announced as Womevi Vanadre. She is the head kind of worship leader for the roadside maven, the wandering maiden. So her title is officially the roadside maven.
Maven?
Yes.
Maven, not maiden?
Yeah.
Maven.
What is that? Is that like a... Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if that was like a...
You don't know.
Okay.
Eventually, you do become aware, just before a lot of the guests arrive, that a number of musicians have also arrived and have started playing.
Oh, good.
There is a large, hulking male Goliath that is just absolutely going to town on the drums. He has these two big drums that he's just totally laying into. There is a lavender-skinned tiefling playing the violin. Ooh. There is a male half-elf with black hair that's playing the flute. There are two gnomes, one male, one female, with brown and then red hair. Brown hair for the male gnome who plays the lute, and a female singer with blonde hair. Mm. That just kind of are filling the space and making some general nice music to kind of fill the ambiance. In addition,
music.
Yeah. There is the
who's playing the trumpet?
There is also as per your guys' request, your mother that arrives late comparatively.
Yeah, I kind of
because she's kind of uncomfortable, but you know.
She tweaking out a little bit?
No, make an insight check.
Okay, that's not gonna go well.
Once I see her, I go to her.
Woo! What does a 17 get me?
A 17?
Oh, no, that's pretty good.
She's nervous.
I'm surprised.
She's nervous. She's uncomfortable. She's not used to this kind of a space.
Okay.
But she tries her best.
Anyways, I go up to her and I give her a hug and I'm like, you made it.
Yes. I tried really hard. I made it. I tried to come a little bit earlier, but I lost track of time, and then it was dark, and it took a lot, but I made it. And she noticeably has carried a candlestick.
No. Oh, Mom.
And she, can I put this somewhere? We should really get some more candles in here, though.
I take the candle from her and
it's okay. I brought some more from home.
Oh,
and she kind of pulls this kind of knapsack out, and is enjoying kind of setting candles, like 4 or 5, on the tables, and trying to set them up as best as possible to light them. And the rest of the staff otherwise are like, come on. But there is food, there is drink. There are plenty of people around.
I grab her and I pull her over to you guys. And I go, guys, this is my mom.
Hi, everyone.
See?
Hello.
This isn't what I was talking about.
You, I met you, Lemba. It's good to see you again. We have, I was told of a devilish rogue and a worldly cleric.
I give a slight bow.
You're the worldly cleric?
The rogue man.
I'm gonna in my mind use my telepathy to think to Sudih. Be nice.
It's wonderful to meet you.
I kiss her hand.
So hard.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I can make an illusion on top of your face with a smile.
I give a slight bow and I kiss your mother's
You
hand.
make this
like
illusion.
a lady.
And it's almost like when you put a filter on Snapchat, but it doesn't quite catch it.
Nice.
It's like the lag time.
Right?
See, Mom, they're
So
nice.
They seem really nice. I'm Lucy. Hi. I guess Celeste is going with you. The rest of you now see Celeste looks nothing like her mom.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too. And who are you?
Serenity.
Hello,
What's your
Serenity.
name?
I'm Lucy.
Nice to meet you, Lucy.
Celeste, are you adopted?
No.
Yuri.
Sudie.
Lovely to see you, Lucy. Sudie, let's go get a drink. And I pull Sudie away from the conversation.
I asked a simple question.
She's not adopted. Okay.
Mom, don't worry about it. This is Lothric, and I pointed towards Lothric.
Hello, Lothric.
Oh my god, come on.
Cheerful.
It's
Honestly, you seem like the most like entertainment type kind of guy of the group.
Don't worry, he's in his like emo phase.
He's emo
Actually,
It's okay. I was kind of there for a while too.
no, I'll actually introduce myself. I'll be good.
Hi, I'm Marty.
Oh.
Good. While you're introducing yourself to Lucy, I kind of lean over to Jade and I whisper in her ear and I go, Jade, do you want something to calm your mother down?
You mean to laugh?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Jade's like, what do you mean, my mother?
Fuck you, Jade. You're leaving us. Fuck you.
What? No.
I'm kidding. Absolutely. Fuck you. Celeste, would you like a whisper? Celeste, would you like something to calm your mother down?
maybe she'll want something. Yeah, she likes hard liquor.
X kind of looks at her and goes, okay, Lucy, what would you like to drink?
Oh, it's alright, I brought my own. And you can see, by the way, she has brought, she is wearing probably her nicest turtleneck. It is a very clean gray turtleneck that she probably has like her nicest jewelry on, but it's not that nice.
Is she holding a cup?
She pulls out from underneath this hefty flask.
I would like to make a sleight of hand check to slip something in her flask.
That's in her hand and closed.
Oh my god, no!
You can make it with disadvantage because you're talking to her.
It's fine. Fucking go for it. Okay, so I got 24.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Or I have an 18.
Ooh, so it's 18 because of disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she notices and she kind of pulls it back. She rolled a 19.
Bitch! No, she didn't!
Yeah.
No, she didn't! I see a 4!
You threw the dice, yes! So,
welcome to the 15 world.
So she kind of pulls it back and is like, no, it's alright, I have my own. And she kind of pulls the lid off and takes a hefty swig.
God damn it, I spent so much time trying to
And
tell
then
this woman how
she's
great we were.
kind of continuing. And just,
I pull it away.
you know, I need it for tonight. I need it for tonight.
I know you need it.
Is Celeste holding it?
I'm holding it because I'm gonna take a swig from it myself.
Yeah, I can give us some water that tastes like
I take a
wine.
swig.
I did this with
Right,
Sudie.
Are
Why are we
all sharing this now?
Oh god.
Why are we?
Okay, don't chug the whole thing, take a small sip.
I finish it off.
God damn it, Lothric! Oh my god! I had a plan! Lothric, you dipshit!
Well, you didn't say anything about your plan now, did you?
Yeah! I told you, don't take the poor woman's booze! You saw me try to slip something in her drink! Clearly I want to slip something in her drink, you dipshit!
I spent so much time talking you all up.
This is
And then when the first 15 seconds she meets you, you make total asses of yourself.
I said, nice to meet you, and kissed her hand. Lothric's the dick. You don't drink someone else's booze.
Can I have my flask back?
Mom,
I take the flask, conjurate water inside of it, and use my whatever
Your
stuff like for the invitation to make it taste like wine. Here you go.
There's wine in it now. Oh, and you would know from you tasting it, she had scotch in it. She had like
I wouldn't know.
pretty good stuff.
What was in the flask, Author?
She likes hard liquor.
What do you mean?
Just tell me what was in the flask.
It was scotch.
It was scotch. Alright, I walk away to the bar and go order the nicest cup of scotch they
I have
have.
found something to teach me, and I walked away.
It doesn't. They don't charge you for it.
What's going on?
But they give it to you.
Okay, I walk. Does she have a straight line sight of me the whole time? Okay. I grabbed the drink at the bar. I had something palmed in my hand.
Yeah.
I grabbed the cup from the top and I sleight of hand, dropped it in without being detected again.
Okay.
then
Roll again.
And then I give her. Okay, do I get disadvantage on that one? Or?
No, because you're farther away.
Okay, what does a 17 get me?
17, well, you'll be able to do it.
Thank God. All right.
What are you putting in the drink?
Well, let her drink it first, and then I'll tell you.
You kind of bring it back to her.
And I say here.
And then you get mad at me
I
for
got
not
this
saying
straight from the
everything.
bar. Like, she had a line of sight. This is the nicest scotch they had. I apologize for my friend drinking all of your shit.
Her daughter had some too.
That's her daughter. It's different. You're an idiot.
What?
Yeah, we'll talk about this later.
I appreciate it. She kind of takes it and refills her flask. It spills all over the place.
Which is
so it
fine.
kind of fills her flask. And she's like, thanks. I kind of get a little nervous when I go outside of home. I need a little something.
It's understandable.
So I figured I should, there we go. I figured I just kind of needed to calm my nerves, and she kind of takes another hefty swig out of this flask.
Okay, roll a d20.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ooh, it is a 6.
Okay, hold on, let me find it.
You gonna kill her?
No!
What did you drug with my mother?
Did you give her a drug that has like a failure state for an overdose?
Oh God, no! I'm not a dick. Okay, for 1d4 hours, she suffers from the cause of euphoria.
Why?
You did drug her.
I did drug her, but the euphoria gives her a sense of calmness. It calms her
But
anxiety.
if I'm not mistaken, if she fails by too much, there's an issue.
Is there?
Yeah. I'll double check my stuff.
Oh, if she beats a 10, I read that wrong. She suffers from. Okay, well. Okay, she suffers from a headache, but it only causes penalty to the ability checks and saving throws, which is not what she.
It's just like trying to.
She's not gonna have to do. I was trying to help. I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
So here's the thing. When inhaled, so she drank it, did you give her a full dose?
I gave her like half a dose. Like, I gave her a small amount. I did not give her a full fucking dose.
Alright. If successful,
You just met this woman.
they benefit from the calm emotion spell and have feelings of happiness that lacks. The user, due to this, is also under the effect of a localized zone of truth spell,
But it's
which
just
they
to calm
automatically
her.
fail to save for. These effects last for 1d4 hours.
It was just to calm her.
Yep. So she is currently
Read all the effects,
calm
honey.
and under the effective zone of truth.
You're welcome. I wasn't trying to do the zone of truth. I was just
So
trying to.
she takes
I
a
was just
sip.
trying to calm the
She
lady.
takes a
That's all I
sip.
was doing. Because she had
For the
anxiety.
next 2 hours,
Do I even notice
she
anything
takes
that's
it.
going on?
You notice as she takes
She's
a sip,
calmer.
she goes. It kind of settles into her turtleneck.
None of you guys know
And
that
you
she's
feel
under
this.
this
You
thing of
see
zone of
this
truth.
sense of calm and serenity. No pun intended for this. Wash over her, and she is like, "Oh, I guess I'm not sure what I was so worried about."
See, Mom, it's fine.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
I wish there were more
enjoy
candles.
You wish what?
I wish there were more candles.
I look over and see the nearest guard, and I go over to him.
Hey, you walk over. Then
I walk over and I'm like,
yes. How can I
can we light the place up a little bit more? Like with some
light
candles?
it with candles? Yeah. Jerome!
Jerome.
Get candles!
Thanks, Jermaine.
Jerome!
George.
His name is Jerome.
That's the G. What's up, Guillermo?
Kill him.
Guillermo?
I'm gonna bully this poor guy to kill himself again.
No? Alright, I'll get, you know, I'll send him to get candles, it's fine.
Yeah, you made me spit out my
Thank you, sir.
saliva.
I slip him a silver.
Oh, well, thank you, I guess. I mean, he's going to get the candles, but I'll take it. Just kind of pockets it, and then turns back with his spear to his post. And in enough time, eventually candles will arrive. But for now,
Good.
your mother is like, thank you, I really like the candles. That's great.
Why do you like candles so much?
I like candles because they're bright, and I don't like the dark.
Why?
Why?
Because she's not drunk.
He could not play her out. What the fuck he was.
Stay out of this, Lemba.
Because she's also drinking a fuck.
Oh, that's okay. You know what? That's fair. She's high on. She's drunk on scotch. You know what? That's fair.
Why do you hate the dark?
Dark is bad, man. It's really bad.
To be fair, none of you guys know I drugged her.
Bad things happen in the dark.
Like what?
You don't want to know.
I don't know. Why bad thing
I
happened?
won't even tell her.
You won't
That is
tell your
true.
daughter about the bad things?
Why not?
It's bad.
Does this have to do with my father?
We're getting deep tonight.
Can I? Is
I
my
don't
perception
want
telling
to
me?
tell you.
Is my perception telling me something's off here?
I think I should go home. I think I need to go because I keep saying things.
We haven't even had dinner yet. We'll go after dinner.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah,
Is my perception or intuition or something's telling me that something's different
Something
going on here?
is off with it.
17.
Can I make a roll or something to check for what it is, or like make
You
a guess?
wouldn't necessarily have any idea that something was wrong with like specifics, but
What
you
is
would
it,
know something is
deception?
wrong.
17.
It's persuasion.
Oh, sorry.
I rolled a 17 for persuasion.
17? Well, I mean,
I
I
rolled a
guess I
14.
could stay for some dinner. I want food.
I rolled 14.
What are we having for dinner?
Mom, we're having so much stuff.
We're having,
Whatever
what
you
is so
want.
much stuff?
Like
I
meat,
can have what I want?
Pretty much.
potatoes.
That's super cool.
It's like a whole buffet.
I whisper into Celestia, is your mom usually like this? Does she get this drunk very easily?
Sometimes.
I feel great. This is great. We don't need candles.
I'm
It's
gonna lean
fine.
in. Slash. I don't want to overstep, so I'm gonna ask before I do a thing. Do you want me to figure out what your mom's hiding from you? Jesus.
You kind of look, and she's currently like, I need more drink. And just is going into her
I'm
thing.
physically holding, like I'm kind of like holding her, like she's leaning on me at this point.
Currently, the rest of this
want,
group
I
is
guess.
waiting for your guys'
Look,
attention.
I'm
as
gonna
you deal
turn
with
back
her.
and I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
say,
she's gonna do it.
you said I guess, you didn't say no. I'm fucking doing this shit. What do you say? What is it again? You didn't want to something about her father?
I didn't say anything about her
I'm
father.
curious to know about him.
I know you are.
And as I am getting her to think about that, I am going to detect thoughts.
Oh, the surface level thoughts?
I'm going to start there and see where we go.
What you see is darkness.
Oh!
Roiling and
darkness.
churning in her head. And this set of dark purple eyes. And this cruel evil laugh. And then screams. Way to go. And
This is her surface thought?
yeah.
And
then
this is why I was trying to calm the lady.
and then you just drink this, and she's drinking again.
Probe deeper.
Do I go deeper?
None of you know other than
I don't know
Lemba.
what's going on. I just know that you're trying to ask.
Lemba,
so I don't know
you
that you're
okay?
trying to
What did you see?
I wanna go deeper!
You guys go deeper?
Fuck this woman up!
I would just.
All right. What does she get? Does she get a wisdom save or anything else like that?
I'm almost roll with
Does she have
disadvantage.
I think I know either way. Initially, service thought, if you deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain reasoning. Blah, blah, blah. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows you are probing into their mind. And unless you shift their attention to another creature's thoughts, you... I get to know,
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I asked Celeste and she didn't say no.
But you didn't say yes. You don't have consent.
She didn't have consent when you drugged her!
I was trying to calm the woman.
You drugged her!
I was calming the woman.
Without her consent!
No, I didn't know that. And it was to calm.
If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
Oh my god.
I was trying to calm her. Celeste.
And I have Jade asked about Celeste's father. Like, hopefully she's thinking about it.
Well, the drug isn't gonna matter because you're.
Alright, I am messaging it to you.
Ah, son of a bitch.
And at this point, I'm hoping she's so drunk that she'll be like, whoa, something weird just happened in my brain.
I hope you get nothing.
Did she?
You
Did
might
she
get
pass?
like my whole.
The rest of you are
I'm
gonna
sure you'll
get
get
to
your
hear the
whole
first
backstory.
section of this. But she
Wait,
gets
can
the
you
rest.
text it to me what you texted to her?
No.
Why not?
You don't know.
I would
But this is my backstory.
I will. It's my backstory. I am probing to get answers for Celeste.
Oh, you're probably gonna tell me. Yes, okay,
Because
duh.
I feel for Celeste.
Compelled.
We have very similar life. Well, not similar, but
She
we have a lot
charmed
in common.
She charmed
I
you.
was just trying to calm her. I wasn't trying to fuck with her. I was just trying to calm her anxiety.
Are you texting it to me or sending it in
Discord.
I have to
Okay,
pee, but I'm waiting to
cool.
hear about what we're all supposed to know.
Oh.
Well, only she'll know.
No, he said that
Then we're
we'll
gonna
get
hear part of
we'll get
it.
to hear
Yeah.
part of it, and I want to be.
I mean, you can go right now. While
You
he's
can
texting
go
her.
while he's doing that.
assuming-
We'll wait.
The moment I walk up the stairs, he's gonna be ready.
I'm just about done, so yeah.
So no, I'm gonna wait till he talks, and then I will go pee.
I need caffeine, but I also shouldn't have caffeine.
Chips are really good.
I'm so tired. I woke up prematurely with bloating in my chest, having to drive
All
several
right.
hours over to someone's graduation party, drive several hours back over here, and
What?
I'm just tired.
What you see
It's supposed to be a Saturday.
is this churning, roiling darkness that eventually gives way to the figure of a dark-skinned man. Dark skin gray like the shadows that surround him as he laughs with this whip in his hand. And you see her struggling at the feet of this man, trying to hold herself together.
Reddit watches some BDSM shit.
No!
So,
I was just trying to calm.
and then she pulls back away and is like, I don't think I should be here. And she kind of looks at you with this knowing look. I need to go. I'm gonna go. And she kind of turns.
I followed her
And
out the door
You
to
follow
make sure
her
she's
out. She kind of
okay.
weirdly doesn't carry the candlestick she left with her. She left it by the door on a side table.
Well, I had
And
grabbed
instead,
one.
she walks straight out into the dark.
Well, I had grabbed one, so
Yeah, but she walks straight out into the dark. And usually she would be afraid.
Okay, immediately something's wrong. So I'm walking out with her. I get up to her and I grab her and I'm like, Mom, you forgot this.
She takes it. Sure, I'm gonna go home. I want to see Augustus. I want to go home.
Are you okay?
I need to go home.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you should be going with them.
Why do you say that?
I don't know if I trust them.
Mom.
Do you trust them?
Yes.
Why do you trust them?
I trust them because I don't know. There's just something about them.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. Do you have an advantage?
No. If anything, you'd have disadvantage. Because Lemba was just in her brain.
I have disadvantage? Oh,
Sorry.
Fuck.
I'm not sorry.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 10.
Barely a natural 9.
Oh.
If you trust them, I guess they're capable. I don't want to be around them right now.
I get it. It's new people. You're not used to them.
I just want to go home.
I am 27 years old, though. You have to let me go out and make mistakes on my own sometimes, too, you know.
I know. I don't want to. I have to. It's up to you. I can't keep you. You're not a prisoner. You're never a prisoner. But I don't want you to go.
I know.
But if you're going to, be safe.
I will. Okay. And I hug her one last time.
So you hug her, she hugs you back and holds you really tight. And then lets you go. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go sleep and maybe drink.
Just don't drink too much, okay?
I'll try.
Do I still have the candle or did she take it from me?
She took it from you.
Okay.
She got hold of it. She's like, I mean, I always thought I needed this after everything, but I guess maybe I don't, but I still want it. Is that wrong?
No, it's fine.
Okay. She kind of holds the candle tight to her turtleneck and walks off into the dark.
I go back inside and I grab the candlesticks that she left.
Yeah, they're all over the tables.
And I blow them out and I put them in my bag.
You could add 20 candles.
Oh, I only take one then.
Okay.
I only take
then you
one.
can add one almost burnt out candle.
Well, I take the best one that there is. Okay,
Yeah.
I take a few. I take like 2.
This woman burns a bunch of candles.
Okay, I take a few candles. God damn it.
The tallest of the 20 candles she takes.
Take a few
Then,
candles.
yeah, so you can take a few partially used candles.
Okay.
Then say partially used candle and then put like up to 5 in there.
Okay.
So if you hear me yawn a lot.
Yeah. As she left, Didani came walking up and be like, "Oh, I see you met Lucy. She's kind of a little bit skittish. I guess I've never seen her just go walking out into the dark, but you know, good on you, I guess. How did that all go?"
It didn't go well. Ish.
Oh, really? What happened?
I turn and look at these guys. I know they were trying their hardest. Pretty good.
Lemba.
What the
You don't know what happened either.
I know. Rachel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't know what. X knows nothing. Only I know.
I'd slap you, but I don't want to do that.
So, well, we should introduce you to a few other members for the group here. I know you already know Misty and Vivian, and you run into them. And they're like, oh, well, it's very good to see you all again. Misty's like, I'm very proud to know that you were able to handle the situation without us. That was very impressive.
We do our very best, like, yes, yeah, our very best, like, high society impression.
Bless you. Vasilia is there as well, kind of hanging around the Blade Maiden and the Head Bleeding Vivian. She says, well, and I'm very proud to recognize you all. I do believe that this is in order. And she kind of waves her hand and two chests appear.
Ooh, shit.
And she says, as I promised, you can choose one or the other.
Oh shit, we haven't chosen our chest yet.
We have not. Nor done the other thing.
Which would you prefer? There's the diamond and
the one with all the gems. There was a bunch of gems in it. There wasn't necessarily a diamond. It was a bunch of gems.
There was some gems, but one of them wasn't.
Okay, well, yes, but we didn't really.
One of them was a large diamond.
Yes. And then what was the other chest?
The other chest, I believe,
was it healing potions?
Was health potions.
A bunch of health potions.
Which I don't have any more of yet. I have to go get them.
We can just add them into our inventory.
Yeah, you can add them into the inventory.
You don't have to make them. You don't have to make them.
You don't have to make them.
Oh, I made a bunch. I just pulled a few down.
Oh.
So, what would you all choose?
Yeah.
Everyone cast your vote.
Serenity?
I have my vote casted.
Gems or health? Gems?
Yep.
Lothric?
Let's just all close our eyes and then just say gems or the other one and have him and then have him pick sides.
Okay, we could do that too.
Do that. That's more fun.
What are we doing?
All right, everyone close your eyes. Those in favor of the gems box. Those in favor of the potions. Alright. She kind of slides the chest over to... Who's going to take the chest?
Serenity gets the chest.
To be honest, she would give Serenity the chest. Because you already had like a separate conversation with her.
Yeah.
So she kind of slides the chest over to you and is like, there you are.
Thank you.
A wise choice, given the nature of a variety of spells that you apparently are capable of. Otherwise, feel free to stop by and let me know if you're coming ahead of time.
I
feel like we should not open it at the party.
No, but
Probably not now.
I feel like we should have it put in Serenity's room for safekeeping, and then enjoy the party.
You can run the chest up.
Yeah. I'll put it in my room and then I'll put a little camouflage illusion over it so that no one can see it.
So no one is sneaking up. Right, well.
What are you looking at me for? I'm happy with the amount of money that I have now.
Good, I'm glad.
Alright, so you come back down to the party after leaving this illusion and everything in place to protect it. Most of you guys' gear is upstairs, so it's no big deal. But there are a number of other groups at the party. You do see the kind of other religious officials talking in kind of a huddle in the corner. You see the Fluxes talking and laughing and drinking at the bar. And then you do see Sudie, make a perception check for me.
Me, alright.
Yeah.
The thing I'm good at. 25.
Oh,
25.
Wow.
You notice
I feel
very clearly the lavender-skinned tiefling woman playing the violin and the half-elven flautist are kind of every now and then stealing a glance at you. They are dressed in Karakian garb, and so seeing you very likely has struck a chord because you are dressed in your cultural Karakian garb as well. So you notice that they keep kind of glancing over to you and keeping an eye on you as you walk around the space.
I did ask for music, didn't I?
Yeah. So, but they kind of keep an eye as you walk your way through. The rest of you, otherwise, you do hear this woman kind of come up to you and, we'll say, Lothric, this woman kind of taps your shoulder. She seems to be half-elven. She's wearing kind of a blue form-fitted dress. She looks very nice. Kind of pale skin and big glasses. And she's kind of like, hello, you are the Crimson Tide, right?
Yes.
Yes, can I bother you for a moment of your time?
I suppose.
Well, if we could, take a moment. She kind of steps off to the side by the wall, letting everybody else get food, do anything else that they require. This woman kind of smiles and says, well, I was hoping to reach out to you all for a little bit of help with the trouble that I have. But I know that you're very busy people, so I wanted to figure out what you might be capable of and if you might be able to help me. I'm associated with the Academy, so if that helps lend any credit to the conversation. And very clearly from across the room, you just hear this upset other woman that's like, Joyce, what the hell? And just you turn and the same woman, but dressed in kind of cream-colored and red desert cloths, kind of comes her way in. They're very nice. They're almost reminiscent of Sudhi's garb right now. Just one step, and you would know, Sudhi, one step lower in what would be status. So it's very clearly she's not trying to put up a front on her social status, but she very clearly is trying to dress up for the occasion. You know, she's trying to look presentable, but not step on any toes in terms of like Karakian culture. She says, Joyce, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I saw them first. So you could just take your conversation and shove it. And Didani's like, oh, okay, we're gonna go over here. And just kind of pulls the group away from them for a second, and they continue to argue. Off to the side, she says, okay, this is the quick 5-second pitch. These are the Greyleaf sisters. Each of them graduated just a year ahead of me. They are running their own excavation site projects. Each of them has been having their own problems, and they will very likely be opposed to each other getting your help, so you'll probably have to choose, or you can just say fuck them, and that's what I do most of the time. So it's up to you, but oh god, they're coming. And so the Greyleaf sisters come by, and Didani disappears. She is gone. So these are the Greyleaf sisters.
Pass them around. Pass them around.
If you want to look at them both, pass them around, show them daddy. Those are the Greyleaf sisters.
Okay, and we're talking to Joyce right
You're
now?
talking to both.
You
were talking to Joyce. Joyce and Rosie kind of come up to you, and Joyce is like, look, I talked to them first. I got a hold of them first.
Hold them up to Abby.
So, yeah. What I wanted to talk to you all about is a little bit of a problem that I'm having with a bit of my excavation. We seem to be having some trouble with a variety of different supplies and lack of workers. And I was hoping that you may be interested in, I don't know, potentially helping with doing a little bit more dungeon delving, if that's more your speed. I've heard that you're a group of mercenaries, and Rosie's like, no. I need mercenaries. You and your little snow cave can deal with itself for a while. I've got some sort of a thing that needs killing, and if you're mercenaries, killing is kind of what you do. So I'm going to need your guys' help. So they're kind of arguing back and forth and bickering back and forth. But
I don't exist.
yeah, you fell, I think. They're kind of arguing back and forth as they're talking with you, and every now and then they turn and they're just like, but I have very, very, important academic studies to perform, and I need to be able to understand the ruins that I'm exploring. And then Rosie cuts Joyce off and is like, well, I'm exploring ruins too, and ruins in the Serac Wastes. I can see that you know the area, and she kind of leans into talking to Sudie. I know that you know the area, if this traditional garb is anything to be spoken of. And she kind of offers you the traditional greeting and says, I appreciate everything that you kind of are working for as a group, and I need a little bit of help. If you wouldn't mind, I will pay you handsomely. And Joyce is like, don't listen to her. I will pay you. You can come. You can explore. You're explorers, right?
How much money are you
hold
offering?
on. What exactly are we as a group doing? Like, I'm interested to hear what you think we're doing.
For Joyce and Rosie? What they think you guys do?
Yeah.
We need a little more
explanation. I like what you guys are doing.
I need help, but I need help.
What are we doing?
What do you need help with?
Well, you are a band of mercenaries, is kind of Joyce. She says, but what I need is explorers. And I figured that might tickle your fancy a little better. I've been working in the section north of the Snowwatch region, just out past the Powder Wastes of the Mistkeep. Given the recent war effort, however, I have lost a number of different exploration teams. We have found a ruin beneath a glacier. We need a little bit of help exploring it, and thought that somebody that may be more capable, such as yourselves, may be capable of delving further and reaching unknown depths that we currently have been unable to reach. We will pay you for your efforts, of course, a kind of daily stipend and additional pay for any other artifacts or findings that you might find, but I would be very appreciative if you were to, and she gets cut off by Rosie, and Rosie's like, we're also searching some ruins, but I don't need you to go in unless you want. Something has been killing our men, and we just need it killed. I need you to take out something that's living in the desert, and given your expertise, I'm wondering if it might be worthwhile to get a little bit of help with you heading into the desert to help defend our camp. You would be paid handsomely for it in the forefront and after the creature's death, should you be able to provide proof of this death. But I need a little bit of help dealing with this thing that's killing my people, and she gets cut off again by Jocelyn, and Joyce is like, well, I mean, she can deal with her sand issue. She always plays in the sandbox. Who gives a fuck about that? And Rosie's like, what the hell? I'm just trying to get help on my project. She's like, look, I cannot be held responsible for your poor choices. And Rosie's just frustrated and turns and is like, you're the one who took a year off. You don't have to go find yourself, and now you're out in the snow. You could be hanging out and working with me in the desert, but oh no, you had to be somewhere else and find out who you really are. And Joyce is like, I had to find out who I am because I didn't want to be with you, and if I was, I'd probably be dead by whatever thing is killing your people. It just goes on.
Oh,
so
Wow.
that you can see a very clear family resemblance. They're twins. And they argue constantly. So
Wow, I couldn't tell.
you can do what you like. If you want, you can get away, probably while they're arguing.
yeah.
You can
Fucking
whatever
walk
you
away.
want to do. There's
can't
plenty of other groups to talk to.
I can't even.
Even.
Yes,
I'm really tired.
I know. We're gonna end up soon here. We'll get through the feast and then move on here. But you are able to, through the feast, run into a number of different groups. It's up to you who you want to talk to. at this point. There's the fluxes that are having their own discussion. There's the religious officials that are having their own discussion. Pretty much everybody is trying to be available, but not trying to be too needy, except for those two, who are like, help me please. There is also the head of kind of the guard that's available, and should it be needed, he can remove people. And he's kind of eyeing those two, the Grey Leafs, but he's not going to do anything unless somebody asks him. But it's up to you. There's the religious group, there's the dragon, there's the fluxes, kind of laughing and having their own time. It's up to you who you want to talk to.
I'm gonna go up to the religious group by myself, unless anybody else wants to come with. And as I do, I pass the main guard. I'm just like, hey, can you get rid of those two girls because they're disrupting my fun?
Those two?
Yes, the twins.
I mean, I can if you want.
Please kick them out immediately. Thank you, and I'll give you a couple gold.
Alright, he pockets the couple gold, so you can take the 2 gold out, and
perfect. I will go to
very quickly kind of sends 2 people over with a hand signal, and 2 people kind of gently take each by the arm, and as they continue to argue, are pulled out of the building.
Peace and quiet.
Yeah. So, you make your way up to the religious officials.
What else is everybody doing?
They kind of turn and nod, and they're like, hello, good to see you again. This is Vivian. Well, you guys have food available, should you want it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I look over
There's
to
food
X,
all pretty much consistently available. It's just whatever you want to do to talk about.
and I go, shall we feast?
You mean you haven't already? X says as she fills her 3rd plate.
Oh my god! Okay, I walk over there and start making a plate.
Alright. But so, Vivian turns to you and welcomes you into the circle. And she's like, well, what can we do for you?
I need information on God.
What sort of information? We have 4 that we know about very heavily. What might be the interest of you?
The Queen of Decay.
And what might you want to know about her?
I'll type it in here. Other people can go while I'm doing this.
Alright. Anybody else that you want to have a specific conversation with, guys?
Yeah, I gotta talk to Vasilia.
You gotta talk to Vasilia?
Yes!
Alright, so you take a second. Vasilia is kind of hanging around the religious group, and you're able to kind of pull her off to the side. Yes, Lemba, what can I help you with?
I have a rather large favor to ask.
And what might this favor be?
Who means you bitch?
Go, take a turn.
I'm trying to fix a mistake I once made and
Aren't we all?
not die in the process.
Oh, it's that kind of mistake.
Yes.
Oh no.
I am hoping that you are kind enough and gracious enough to grant me one small scale.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to make a freaking persuasion check. Roll a real dice. My virtual dice are not doing it for me today. And I value real dice. 12. I don't think that's very good.
Put it on the wrong thing.
Yeah, I'm just like, please.
Pass that way.
Hold on. Okay.
I think we feel good. Try that again. Come on. Luck, dice. If you ever rolled good for me ever in my life, I need it to be now.
What did you get? One.
Caroline fucking cursed me.
What did you get again?
A 1!
Oh no.
alive! I have another one! Oh my
No! You need those tokens to actually stay alive.
I also think you should be saving your tokens because you do evil! This is gonna save my life. Okay, I'm gonna stick with this. The best thing I've rolled so far are 13.
13?
Holy fucking shitballs.
Fucking A, man.
She kind of looks at you for a second. What?
This is like a
What
gotcha
might
moment.
you need the scale for?
And I tell her the story. So I'm not gonna lie to a fucking dragon. Smart move.
She kind of looks, kind of listens and nods. I mean, I suppose I could. I'd be very wary of what this other dragon might require this for. I am put in a vulnerable position by giving you this for them, though. I suppose I can do something, and so she is currently in like a humanoid form.
Yeah.
Pale skin with this kind of green hair, and she kind of goes over to the bar and comes back with this knife, and comes back and just kind of looks to you and I mean, I can do a little bit of something, I guess. It might not be enough, but maybe it'll help. And she kind of pulls her hair taut and then cuts. And just cuts this long lock of hair. And then ties it around her wrist. I hope that should be enough. But I guess I'm not sure.
Don't touch me. I thank her profusely for her kindness.
And hopefully everything's okay. Best of luck.
Thank you.
So, alright. Do you want your answer out loud?
I mean, they're not going to hear it, so they can't metagame about it.
Yeah, nobody else would know about it.
So, yeah.
Well, the Queen of Decay's tenets tend to stand for growth from death. Should something horrific happen and something truly horrible happen, there is a natural cycle that makes it possible for beauty in an otherwise grotesque form to grow. This is kind of Vivian talking to you about it. The other two are kind of carefully listening and watching you. It's not good and not evil. It's just different. It's a focus that some people lean into as being a maker of fine graves. And watching something bloom from this bloated corpse that is death. And being able to take something that does come from that death and recognize it as a value in and of itself, rather than a perversion of the life that there once was.
Isn't there a word for something like you consider the beauty in all things grotesque?
Yeah, kind of that. It's something that doesn't always fit with what most people would believe. And kind of the Shade Speaker pipes up and says, but it's important to recognize that death is a natural part of life, and you do have to know that everything has its natural end. And for that natural end to take place, a life exists. And when that end takes place, new life can come from it. The kind of elven man in the blue robes is kind of disturbed with this discussion. He's like, but life is to be celebrated. It's something to be known and recognized and valued. And the Shade Speaker responds and is like, yes, but life ends. And that is the natural cycle. We can all agree on this. And the response is that yes, that is true. But then the Wandering Maiden's Womevi kind of speaks up and she says, well, there's a pathway to life. And once you reach the end of the path, that's it for you. After that, for another path to begin, there has to be some sort of a cleansing. And that's what the Queen of Decay stands for probably the most, is rebirth from this death. And recognizing that while horrific and sad and grotesque, this new life can come. So it's just different. And it stands opposed to many things, but it is important. To be in her graces, you will have to celebrate, to some extent, the grotesque nature of not a perfected life, but the reinvention of it.
Right. I'm gonna ask a specific question to just that one.
To just Wilmevi?
Yes, because she'll have the answer that I probably want.
Interesting.
Anybody else want to talk to anybody in specifics?
I'm eating away.
So you and X are doing the full anime shovel into food thing.
Serenity? Anyone you want to talk to?
I was a little curious about that guy in blue.
The guy in blue that is part of the group Lothric's talking to?
I think so, yeah.
Is that the one that has the dragon?
Yep.
I would also like to speak with him.
Yeah, so you could end up kind of getting a hold of him. You're able to pull him away from the group as they continue their discussion. And he's like, how can I help you both?
How do I start this conversation?
And so the both of you are talking to him right now. He has kind of this silvery metallic thing emblazoned on his chest.
Is there anything on him that we recognize?
You recognize make a religion check.
Okay.
I ask about the Silverborn dragon emblem.
Yes, that'll actually tie into this then too.
And ask him how he's connected to it, or does that symbolize to him? Because what is he, human or?
He's an elf.
Elf.
Oh, yes. My rolls on the. My digital rolls are horrible today. 7.
You don't recognize the symbol, but it seems to be some sort of a dragon. And if he's a worshiper of a dragon god, then it's probably one of two.
Wait, am I talking to the dragon right now?
No. This Scalesworn is what his title is. He kind of turns and he answers both of you, so you'll get your answer this way. But he says, "Well, I am the High Scalesworn of the Platinum Dragon. Bahamut himself kind of puts us in the path of light, and we are charged with being good to each other and to those around us, and to fight for what we believe. That is the essence of his charge, and so I wear it proudly on my chest as something to not shy from." He stands in stark opposition to the tyranny that Tiamat proposes. So,
and can I recognize that what this guy's race is?
Yes, he's an elf.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He is
blue
kind of
skin?
No, he has blue robes.
I thought you said he had. Okay.
No, that's the other guy. Blue robes is the Platinum Dragon Scalesworn. The other guy that's the Water Genasi?
Yeah.
He's part of the Fluxus.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to talk to.
He's wearing like a captain's suit.
So that's what you wanted to talk to.
So you realize this and kind of turn and leave the conversation.
Nice to meet you.
And that I want.
I will respond to this later because that's an involved answer.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. So, do you want to continue your conversation with him? As Serenity kind of goes, "Thanks, bye," and just kind of leaves.
See you later, bruh.
See you later, bruh.
No, it's real. I don't really have anything for him.
You're like, "Neat," and then leave. He's kind of standing there and he's like, "Nice to meet you too. Alright."
Jeremiah.
So you go and find the Fluxes. And go and kind of... They're currently drinking and laughing uproariously at the bar. And Arthas is kind of laughing with them as he serves them drink after drink, and they are having a great time. You're able to get their attention, and you can pretty much grab any one of them or just talk to all of them. It's up to you.
Are they all in like a group or something?
Yeah, they're all talking together.
I guess I'll ask them what they're talking about just to get the conversation going. I don't know.
You kind of walk up and you're like, hey, what are you all talking about? And they kind of turn and they're like, hey, yeah! And the big kind of gray-skinned man with the tight braids just kind of goes, yeah, well, we're having a big debate about what do you think would be harder. Do you think that adamantine would be harder or the diamond would be harder? If they were to hit each other at speed, do you think one of them would break? And the rest of them are like, Geo, you're drunk.
And I'm thinking like, oh great, not another one.
And this blue skin guy, who noticeably has not been drinking, just kind of chatting and having a good time, is like, don't mind them. They kind of get a little overdone. And the red hair, kind of red skin one just goes, hey, what the hell? We're having a good time. You're the party pooper. I don't understand why you have to make things so difficult. And she is also very clearly drunk. And he's just like, I just need to keep corralling you until you're sober. So, what can we do for you?
I need to talk to you. I point to the blue autogen.
He's talking to you.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was someone else.
No, it's them.
Whoa, I got a little question for you. It seems that you are of the same race as my father figure.
And he kind of looks you over and he's like, I suppose that might be true. Yes. I see. Welcome. I guess I'm not sure what to say. You kind of already exist.
Have you been on any adventures to where you have seen, like, I described his
we've
features?
been on plenty of adventures.
And his
you
name.
kind of described the stuff for
a
description for him. I'm sorry, no. We've kind of been on adventures kind of through the plains is kind of what we ended up focusing on. Interesting places. Looking into different homes. We all met each other here, but we all had a little bit of baggage, and the red-skinned one is just kind of like, fuck you, Temold, I don't have baggage! and he's like, you have baggage, Fennec, it's okay, we all do. And they're very clearly just absolutely plastered, and he's like the sober driver and trying to keep them handled and failing. He's like, we all kind of had our own thing. A number of these different tears ended up kind of sending us here when we were younger, where our parents got us here, and we lived here for a while. Then we all met, kind of had a kinship. Decided to go handle all our baggage, and now we don't have any more baggage. At least most of us don't, and they just kind of flick them off. And he's like, yeah. But what did your father do for a living?
He was a sailor.
A sailor? Mm-hmm. Makes sense. You're pretty good at that.
He would take me off on his boat, teach me the ways of sailing.
Where are you from?
Where he made a living. Somewhere up in the mist.
Up in the Mist Keep?
Yeah, it's a small village in the Mist Keep where...
Up where the cold action is area? You sure you didn't go down in a ship? You tried looking in the ice cut?
I guess I haven't just yet. I mean, it's a big...
There is also the Raiders. that tend to raid the Snowwatch region. They head up through the ice cut and take out any ships or seaside villages that exist there. They kind of cause a lot of problems for a lot of people, and maybe he was taken by them, or if he did make a journey further south, maybe he's just stuck on an island or somewhere. I don't know. You'd have to go find him. That's the wonderful thing about an adventure. You can go find it, get the answers that you want.
Is there any way to sense the presence of a water genasi out there?
And you could try to scry on him, or locate creature, and those are some spells that you can get a hold of. There's limits to certain things, but you could try to scry on him, or try to message him, or something else if you have someone that has a sending spell. But they'd have to have met him. But it's worth a shot. Might get your answers. Put it down, and then, like, you can see the other ones are kind of slowly lifting this cup full of gravel, and they're trying to get the big guy to drink it, thinking it's booze, and he does, and he just kind of chews and takes it, and he's like, "Arr!" and then that's it. He's like, I can't.
What a lively crew!
Yeah, can you believe it? And Misty is with them. The headmistress, though she is drunk, she is not nearly as drunk as the rest. We all kind of were a group back in the day and settled down here. This one turned to more academic pursuits. The other three, we I know, decided to have a little bit of fun and made the casino. It's a pastime.
Oh, I see. Alright, nice talking to you then. He doesn't, like, at this point, it's like he doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, he doesn't know. But, best of luck with the search.
Thank you.
No, it can be hard. Don't let any of the, no offense, the knife ears kind of get you too far down. I know that this kind of a union doesn't always stir good blood up. So, you kind of walk back away. You wanted to talk to somebody? Yes. So, alright. So, who do you pull over?
Navi's in love with Saki.
Alright.
I'd like to have that conversation in private.
You kind of pull her off to the side after everyone's done with her otherwise. She's like, oh yes, X, how can I help?
I'm talking with the Donnie.
Yes. So you're talking with the Donnie. Everyone's kind of split up.
Yeah.
So nobody else is around at this point to hear you.
Yeah, I would like to have that conversation in private.
I think she wants to kick us out.
Not you too!
I don't get to do it very often! I've never done it before! Let me do this one thing!
That's fair.
Alright.
Otherwise we can keep going and at the end of the session.
Why don't we do that?
Everyone, that's what I'm waiting on.
We'll deal with anything else that
fine.
comes up.
We can come back.
You
I know
do.
Robin's tired.
Yeah. You do run into, through a number of your conversations, especially Lothric talking to Womevi. Womevi is extremely concerned. She had a number of her different kind of roadside maidens. That's the worshippers of the Wandering Maiden. Have gone missing around Dragon's Bay. And the temple that's in that city has gone quiet, and there's been no word in weeks. So she's trying to figure out if somebody can go find them. But that's the only other thing that you might run into in terms of, like, leads on things to be working on. And any other conversations that you want to have are purely conversations that you just do for enjoyment or development, and at this point that's up to you. Any other character developments you want to make between each other or between NPCs are up to you.
No, I think we're pretty much...
You're all good?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so the rest of the feast is kind of comes and goes. Sudie, you do notice that the people that were watching you from the musical area are gone. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Hello? Okay.
scurry. Very scurry.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh, fuck.
Oh!
All of us?
No, just Sudie.
Oh, shit.
We
Alright.
shouldn't have music for this then.
So, nothing happens yet, but you do feel this uncomfortable warmth flood kind of through your chest and down your arms and legs. The rest of the party goes as normal.
You know what? I don't trust it. Those people are gone. I want to find out where they went.
Alright. Where are you going to look? You want to talk to anybody? There's guards around. There's outside the building. There's lots of people in this tavern just for the feast. So you could see if they notice them leave, but
the guards don't notice anything. I grab one of the people who are carting around plates of food.
Yes. You can grab, it's easy enough. There are a few hired hands that Arthas and Sophis have grabbed. It's kind of a young busboy. He's like, hello, what can I get you? Anything?
The musicians.
Is there some other music? They left, I think, and he turns and he looks and he's like, who knows? I mean, you could check the back. I don't know. What are they? I mean, they could just be taking a break for a while. I mean, I don't know.
She kind of lets go of his wrist and carries on.
So you kind of take a second and look around. Make a perception or investigation check. I'll give you either one of those as you look.
Give it a perception check. 15.
15. You see a shape go through the side door that you guys have been using behind the kitchen. And then the door shuts and it's gone.
Jeremiah, I'll be 100% honest with you. I am dead tired.
I know. That's why this is going to be the last kind of thing.
Okay. Is there any other player character by me?
Yeah, you can grab just about everybody. It's a small bar. You can grab a hold of pretty much anybody in the group that you would like.
Who's the closest to me? I just need a singular other person.
At this point, we'll say that probably Lemba is the closest to you because she was dealing with a few conversations and then kind of floating.
Sudie grabs Lemba by the wrist. We're going to follow somebody. I'll be back.
Why?
Because I have suspicions. Come on.
Okay.
I would think you'd rather me not handle these on my own.
Fair.
And I drag Lemba into
out that backside door. Yeah. So you make your way out into the dark of the night. The snow kind of crunches beneath your boots still, but it's not too much snow, and it's softly falling. And you can hear the sound of the tavern behind you as the door shuts, leaving the warmth behind a little bit. It is dark, but you can see the tracks of two individuals as they make their way out just beyond. You're not far behind, and you can see two figures ahead in the snow as it starts to whistle around you. And then they turn. Make a stealth check, both of you.
Oh, shit. Of course you would make me roll a bunch of stealth checks the day I get loud-ass armor.
Good job.
4?
Not one.
That one.
The snow and like my fancy dress and my heels. I'm like,
Yep. And so keep in mind, you can make it without disadvantage because you're not wearing your armor.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're in your fancy dress.
Well, should I roll again, or should I just use my first roll?
If you would like. Lemba rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a nat
so
1. We're
unless
not
you roll a nat
sneaky.
20 to offset her.
We're not being sneaky.
It's a 7.
A 7.
Oh, they got caught.
So you kind of take a step forward as these figures seem to be standing near the edge of the cliff, kind of discussing and talking. And then Lemba kind of hits her foot on one of the rocks at the edge.
Ow!
And she's just like, fuck! And they turn. And they look at you. And you see Flawed. And this half-elven woman, as the guises that they had put on drop.
Oh, shit! Fuck!
And the woman kind of smiles and points the sword out to you.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
They're probably, at this point,
party.
maybe 10 feet away, 15 feet away from you. And you can see her smile. Well, sweet dreams. And they both just fall backwards off the edge of the cliff.
Oh, we're gonna fucking run out to the cliff and look over it.
Make a perception check.
We just killed them. Why can't we just be done with it?
They literally fall off the cliff.
They free fall backwards off the cliff through the snow.
Ooh!
I didn't even...
I rolled another nat 1.
What the fuck?
I can't see shit. It's too dark.
Yeah, as far
And
as
I
you
have
know.
dark vision.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude. That fucking sucks.
So, Sudie, what you got for perception?
My perception... 14.
14. Both of you watch as you rush to the edge of the cliff, as you see them, this woman and Flawed, both kind of falling backwards off the cliff and out into the snow as it swirls around them, and they're drowning. And then you hear this voice in your head, Sudie. Yep. Like I said, sweet dreams. Maybe I'll see you tonight.
Uh-oh.
And that's where we're going to leave off.
Spit off the cliff.
That's where we're going to end everything off tonight.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, so literally a cliffhanger.
Oh, they're not hanging, they fell.